Hi everyone, it's Thanksgiving Day, so before anything else I want to say thank you for following my channel. Thank you for your love, your support, and I'm grateful to my teachers of Vedic astrology, my teachers of spirituality, Dr. Pillai, who is my main teacher, and I'm grateful to my students and my also my clients, but of course, I'm very, very grateful to my family because they inspire me to become a better person and they help me and support me in ways that otherwise I couldn't do much. So, having said that, I want to give you a gift. There is a heads up. This video means that there is an eclipse, solar eclipse. It's a total solar eclipse. They are never great events on the earth plane, but they're not tragic, so please don't panic. But I want to give you a little something. First of all, the meaning of this eclipse. It's going to be in Scorpio, so that is a place where the moon gets debilitated. So the sun together with the moon will create this total eclipse, total solar eclipse. So it also involves other planets, so there will be a total of 5 planets on December 14th this year, 2020. It will be involving, of course, the sun, the moon, Ketu, who's responsible for this eclipse, and also it will involve Venus, Mercury. So that's 5 planets. Of course, it's not the same results for every sign. So this video also will tell you for your moon sign what it will mean for you and areas of your life that will be highlighted and where you need some care. And it's not to scare you or to tell you that bad things are going to happen, but it's more like a guide for you to choose what to do and what not to do during the time of the eclipse and the days before and after the eclipse. Please understand also that the eclipses give results in the long term. For example, in December 2012, last year, we had a very difficult eclipse in Sagittarius. It involved a lot of planets, and it was also a total solar eclipse, and it was not good for the world, of course. Like you know what happened in 2020. It wasn't an easy year for anyone, and we still haven't seen the end of it. So let's talk about this eclipse and how it affects you. So I took some notes here for this video. So let's start with Aries. Aries, the sun rules your 5th house of children, creativity, and also I'm talking about the moon sign, but this can also be applied to a certain extent to your ascendant if your ascendant is Aries. So the sun is your 5th lord, meaning rules these areas of creativity, children, and also past life knowledge. And also the sun is for everyone, the Karaka. When I say Karaka, I mean what that planet stands for, what that planet represents in everybody's life. So the Karaka of the sun is what? Vitality, wealth, the soul, and the father figure, and other things like authority figures. So this is not a good eclipse for you. It's not ideal because it's in your 8th house of what? Sudden changes, little bit, sometimes even shocks, but not in a bad way. But you have to watch your health, take care of yourself, see a doctor, make sure that you're in good shape during that time, December 14th. Also, I would say the week before and the week after. So take care, don't start your major projects around that time. All right, having said that, so because the sun is vitality and the 8th house also can mean like an illness, like a flu or something. So be careful, especially because we're in a time of COVID, etc. So stay in good shape. Don't worry about your emotional state. It's not going to be excellent. I mean, having your 8th moon day during a total solar eclipse is not ideal. So please take care and stay and be well. Then let's talk about Taurus. Taurus, so for you, it's in the 7th house of relationship, and the sun is your 4th lord. What does that mean? That your peace and quiet, your home area, etc., plus the things like vitality and relationships will be highlighted during this eclipse. So maybe you review a relationship, a business associate, and make sure that there are not secrets around these associations you have, because Scorpio indicates secrets, anything hidden. And so it can be a revelation, maybe something you find out about this person that you may not be so crazy about. So that doesn't mean it's the end of the relationship, just some attention that you need. Also, don't get into a business partnership or start a new relationship if you can. If you have a first date, just postpone it by a week or two and you'll be fine. And if you're already in a relationship, nothing serious will happen. Just maybe be careful, don't get into arguments. All right, so then we'll go to Gemini. Gemini, Scorpio is your 6th house of health, also hard work, sometimes debts. If you're in a litigation, take care, get a good lawyer so you can win this. And the Sun also is your 3rd lord. So that's another house of competition, rivalry, siblings. And of course, the Sun, again, for everyone is what? Leadership, leaders, your leaders, like the presidents or the CEOs or celebrities, etc. But it's more personal because it's in your 6th house. So if there's a person who's troubling you, stay away, take care. And this is not to scare you, but just to be stronger. And so knowledge is power, always. That's my philosophy. And that's also the belief of the rishis who gave us this system of Vedic astrology. And let's go to Cancer. Cancer, the eclipse will be in your 5th house of children, creativity, and also education, speculation. This is not the time for an investment, excuse me, because also the Sun is your 2nd lord of finances, so you don't want to get into a situation where you're making a huge investment and then regret it later. So take some time off before you jump and make that one commitment to change your finances, etc. If you're in business, be double careful, so don't risk your money, and get the advice of experts, but also wait definitely after the eclipse things will be better. Leo, the eclipse will be in your 4th house of home, mother, and also peace and quiet and happiness. So this eclipse, the Sun is your 1st lord, so your health may be involved. Take care of yourself. If you feel sluggish, don't push yourself. I know you work hard at your goals, so take care and take time off. And take care of the health of your mom if she's not well. This is a time just to be cautious. All right, so of course for Leo it's a more significant impact because the Sun again is your 1st lord. It rules your physical body, your career for everyone, and also it rules your vitality, maybe your digestion also. So take care of those areas. And Virgo, so the eclipse will be in the 3rd house from your moon sign, and the Sun is your 12th lord. So the 12th lord also has to do with good health, so take care of yourself. And the 3rd house can be a project, something you're doing right now. It's also an area of competition, peers, siblings, etc. So take care of those areas so you're all prepared, and postpone any decision regarding these areas. Take care of your health, of course, and be well. Stay well. Libra, okay, so this is your 2nd house. That's where the eclipse will happen. So 2nd house is family, your family. So take care of those areas. Don't get into argument with your family members. And also it's your finances. Not a good time to make huge financial decisions that can affect you in the future, in 2021. So take care, slow down your decision, mind your conversations with family members so you'll all get along, etc. And if a family member, because the Sun is also your 11th lord of finances, so also take care of your finances, don't make huge decisions. Scorpio, this is in your 1st house, this eclipse. So, and the Sun is your 10th lord. So it means that your career is going to be on your mind, but not for so much in a pleasant way. It can be stressful. So if you're working very hard, take some time off, because otherwise you may feel lacking energy. because the first house is your physical body, it's your mind, because this is also the moon. It can if it's your ascendant, it's going to be more on the physical level, and maybe your career. And if this is your moon, Scorpio is your moon, it can be the mind will be affected. You'll have some sudden fears, and you'll be very, or maybe secrets will be revealed that will shock you. But remember, knowledge is power, so don't get scared. Everything will be fine. You're having a good transit also of the major planets. At least Saturn is very good for you, and Mars is going to be very favorable. Not too long, in about 10 days after the eclipse, so you'll be totally fine. Okay, so don't be scared. Then Sagittarius, this eclipse is in your 12th house. You will need to take care of your health, avoid skipping meals or running yourself, because you're still in Sadesati, so chances are you're working too hard. So just relax, take your time. If Sagittarius is your first house, so it's going to be more in your finances and family, because the sun is your 9th lord. It can be something to do with your father. Sagittarius, so remember to take care of your health and your father's health, and also don't get into discussions regarding teachings and religion or things like that. It's not a good time to take a long distance trip. Of course, we're still in somewhat in a shutdown, so you may not be traveling. So maybe it's something to do with your education. So take care and stay well. Capricorn, this eclipse is in your 11th house of income and wish fulfillment. So there'll be a delay in these areas, because also the sun is your 8th lord. The 8th lord means a planet that makes you anxious a little bit. Like, it's not your best planet, but of course you're the master of achievement, so you'll be fine. And maybe your career is not going to feel very cozy right now, but you'll make great changes in this year, working very hard. Also, Saturn is in your first house, so it's a lot to take in, but it's not going to affect you terribly, so don't worry. Aquarius, the eclipse will be in your house of career, especially if it's your ascendant. Aquarius is your ascendant. If it's your moon, you'll be worried about your career. Don't worry, because the sun is your 7th lord, so take care of a relationship. Make sure you stay, easygoing. Don't get into an argument in your relationship. The sun for you, it means relationship. That's why I'm saying this. Take care of your career and your relationships, and you'll be fine. Postpone any major decision. Don't get married if you're in a good relationship right now, because it's not the best time to get married during an eclipse, not a week before or after. And even to take a trip, you may want to postpone that. Enjoy the time in your relationship, but don't make major decisions, basically. That's what I'm saying. Pisces, this is this eclipse, total solar eclipse, in your 9th house of teachings, religion, long distance travels, and also your father, because it's not just the 10th house connected to the father, but also it's the father. The sun itself is the father figure, and also the 9th house can be connected to your father. So take care of your father, make sure he's well, and don't get into arguments with him. Because the sun is also your 6th lord. Your 6th lord can feel a little difficult. So maybe you and your father have not been as close as you would have liked, because you're a very sensitive person. So you probably felt that your father was not very expressive in his love for you. So don't worry, fathers always love their children, for good or for worse. So they love their children, they just don't always know how to show that. Okay, so don't worry about that. Take care of him. If he's an elderly person and you want to help him, stay well, advise him to see a doctor or take remedies, etc. All right, so it's also in the house of education. If you're a student, you will have to work harder. Don't try to postpone get an extension if you're supposed to do some work, submitting a paper, so wait a week or so. All right, so this is the eclipse in a nutshell. I'll be making more videos as things are revealed. Vedic astrology is connected with the planets and the constellations, the 27 constellations that are unique to Vedic astrology, and that's why it's so precise. It's a quite scientific system because it's based on so much data and case studies. And of course, you have to test it and then you realize that this really works. All right, thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Write your questions, please subscribe and follow me on Facebook. See you soon.